Guardians of Dominion, Zeus reporting with battlefield intelligence. Chapter 4 looks manageable on the surface, but one wrong shop decision can quietly ruin the entire Byrna run before the final battle even starts. The winning line is there, but most players build it the wrong way. Here is what players are missing. We continue with Chapter 4 of the Byrna event. To unlock Chapter 4, you need to spend 100 energy crystals, which means raising the Amulet of Battle relic to level 10. Once I unlocked it, I went straight into the development shop to start building the run properly. Right from the start, Byrna and Fluffy are already given heroes, so that immediately gives you a base to work with. From there, I bought Aiden and Kayla at a reduced price, sold Kayla right away, and used that value to bring in Corvus and Morrigan. So my team setup became Corvus, Morrigan, Aiden, Fluffy, and Byrna. At that point, the direction of the run became much clearer because now the team had a solid frontline, support, and a hero in Byrna who could keep scaling as the fights went on. After refreshing the shop, I got Byrna, and Mushy and Shroom. I bought both, then sold Mushy and Shroom. After another refresh, the same thing happened again, Byrna and Mushy and Shroom showed up at a reduced price, so I repeated the move. I bought them again, and sold Mushy and Shroom again. That kind of cycle is very useful in this mode because it lets you keep strengthening the heroes you actually want while still extracting value from the shop offers that are not part of your final plan. Then after one more refresh, Corvus and Morrigan appeared at a reduced price. I bought them and moved into the first battle. The enemy team was Celeste, Orion, Augustus, and Helios. As expected, the first battle was easy and fast, and it rewarded me with 36 stall coins. Then it was back to the development shop to prepare for the next fight. Before choosing more heroes, I had to choose a talisman. There were 3 options: Pack Talisman, Healing Talisman, and Attack-Only Talisman. I chose the Healing Talisman because it matched the direction of the team much better. This run was already leaning towards survivability, sustain, and longer controlled battles, so extra healing support simply made the whole setup feel more stable. Back in the shop, I bought Mushy and Shroom and Byrna again, then sold Mushy and Shroom, and continued into the second battle. The mini-boss fight took longer because of the high defense on the enemy side. It was not a quick, clean win, and I had to be patient while the team slowly worked through it. But in the end, I still secured the victory, which gave me another 36 stall coins. Back in the development shop, I bought Corvus and Morrigan again at a reduced price. I refreshed the shop, another Corvus and Morrigan card appeared, and then a Byrna card showed up as well. I pinned Corvus, Morrigan, and one Byrna card, but I only purchased one Byrna card at that moment. Then I moved into the next battle. The enemy team was Astaroth, Kark, Sebastian, Faceless, and Fafnir. This battle dragged on longer, which makes sense because that kind of team can slow the pace and force a more careful fight. Still, I managed to pull out the win, and that gave me 54 stall coins. Back in the shop, I bought the previously pinned Corvus, Morrigan, and Byrna cards, and I also added one more Aiden card. Then I moved into the next battle. This time the enemy team was Galahad, Nebula, Sebastian, Artemis, and Thea. Compared to the previous fight, this one was much smoother. The battle was easy, controlled, and I did not lose a single hero, which brought me another 54 stall coins. That kind of clean win always matters because it keeps your momentum strong and gives you more flexibility when you return to the shop. After that, I refreshed the shop multiple times until Aiden and Kayla appeared at a reduced price. I bought them, sold Kayla again, and picked up one more Byrna card. After another refresh, 2 fluffy cards showed up at a reduced price, so I bought both and went into the next battle. At this point, Byrna was maxed, and that was a major moment in the run. Once your key hero is fully upgraded, the team immediately feels more threatening, and much more reliable. The next enemy team was Astaroth, Ishmael, Kira, Sebastian, and Fafnir. The structure of that team made the battle drag out longer, but eventually I still pulled off the win without losing any hero, which rewarded me with 80 stall coins. Back in the development shop, I bought one Aiden card. After refreshing the shop several times, a Morrigan card appeared, so I bought it. One more refresh gave me a Corvus card, and I bought that too. Then another refresh showed 2 more Corvus cards, but I did not have enough stall coins at that moment, so I pinned them for later. After a few more refreshes, 2 more Corvus cards showed up again, but since I already had 2 pinned and that was enough to max Corvus, I did not buy those extra ones. Then another Morrigan card appeared, I bought it, and moved into the next battle. The enemy team was Krista, Celeste, Orion, Augustus. This battle was noticeably harder. I came very close to losing heroes, so this was one of those fights where the margin felt much tighter. But in the end, I still managed to secure the win, and that gave me another 80 stall coins. Back in the shop, I bought 2 Corvus cards and 1 Morrigan card, which meant both Corvus and Morrigan were now maxed. From there, I refreshed the shop again and 1 Fluffy card appeared, so I bought it. After another refresh, 2 Fluffy cards and 2 Aiden cards showed up, but I pinned them for the future and proceeded into the next battle. The enemy team was Electra, Fluffy, Orion, Augustus, and Folio. This battle was easy and fast. I did lose Fluffy during the fight, but I still secured the win without any real problem, and that brought me another 80 stall coins. Back in the development shop, the unused lives were converted into 180 stall coins, which gave me even more room to finish the setup properly. I bought the previously pinned Fluffy and Aiden cards. Then another pack with Aiden and Kayla appeared, so I bought them and sold Kayla again. At this point, all heroes were maxed except Fluffy, who needed just 1 more card. After that, I bought Oliver. Then after refreshing the shop, I bought Albus at a reduced price. Next I bought Biscuit. After another refresh, I bought Axel. Then 2 Fluffy cards finally showed up, I bought them, and now every hero was maxed. I also bought Merlin, and after another refresh I bought Chorus. I kept refreshing the shop for a bit longer, and then I decided it was time for the final battle setup. For the final preparation, I set Albus on Corvus, Morrigan with Oliver, Byrna with Axel, Fluffy with Biscuit, Aiden with Merlin, and Albus as the team pet. That gave the team a very deliberate structure. Corvus had extra offensive pressure, Morrigan gained more survivability, Byrna received protection and stability through Axel, Fluffy got support through Biscuit, and Aiden had Merlin to strengthen his role. So by the time I entered the last battle, the team was not just fully upgraded, it was also properly arranged for the kind of long fight that was coming. The final enemy team was Rufus, Hus, Isaac, Sebastian, and Phobos. This battle was long, mainly because of the healing coming from Hus, which kept extending the fight and forcing the team to stay patient. It was not a quick finish at all. But in the end, I still pulled out the win, and that victory gave me the grand prize, a legendary gift of Dominion, $20,000 coins, and 2 medallions. So overall, Chapter 4 was not just about winning battles. It was about managing the development shop efficiently, knowing when to buy, when to sell, when to pin, and how to build toward a fully maxed team step by step. And once that setup came together, the run finished exactly the way you want it to, with a complete team, a final win, and a strong set of rewards. That is how I cleared Chapter 4. Subscribe for more Hero Wars guides, share your result below, and salute and friendship.